Sumit Singh's world just turned upside down as rumors swirl about possible deportation from India, leaving fans reeling. Jenny Slatten, once living what looked like a peaceful life with Sumit, suddenly finds herself caught in the middle of a storm that no one saw coming. But what happened next shocked fans across social media, with whispers of money troubles and contract complications raising even more questions about their future. Could this be the moment that changes everything for the couple fans have followed for years? Or is it just another chapter in a story that refuses to stay calm? Are they really over, or is this just the calm before another storm? Some family secrets and behind the scenes struggles could flip everything fans think they know about Sumit and Jenny's marriage. Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten first caught everyone's attention when their story began back in 2012, long before the 90-day Fiance cameras rolled in. They met online, through Facebook, and quickly became one of the franchise's most talked about international couples. Jenny's decision to move to India wasn't just a casual trip. It was a full dive into a culture very different from her own. The romance had all the hallmarks of a fairy tale, but the reality behind the scenes was far more complicated. Sumit's parents were less than thrilled, and at one point, even disowned him, pressuring him to leave Jenny. The couple secretly tied the knot in 2021, choosing to shield their love from the scrutiny of both family and the cameras. Their journey, filled with cross-cultural hurdles and emotional tension, immediately drew viewers into a story that was as much about love as it was about adaptation and patience. Over the years, fans watched as Sumit and Jenny navigated life in India, balancing a new marriage with the expectations of his family. The age gap, cultural differences, and the pressure of tradition made every milestone, whether celebrating holidays or meeting extended relatives, a potential minefield. Fans cheered when the couple celebrated victories together, from small victories like hosting a proper Diwali celebration to the personal triumph of gaining parental acceptance. Social media became a window into their life, showing snapshots of smiles, vacations, and quiet moments that painted a picture of a happy couple. From the outside, it seemed like everything was falling perfectly into place. But anyone paying attention could see the subtle cracks. Jenny occasionally expressed frustration at losing independence, and Sumit appeared caught between his wife and his family in ways that weren't fully visible on camera. The contrast between their perfect life posts and the reality TV machine is stark. Producers thrive on tension, drama, and unpredictability, and a happily married couple doesn't exactly scream ratings. While other stars resort to faking arguments or exaggerating disputes to stay relevant, Sumit and Jenny kept their updates honest, sometimes revealing small hints of the emotional and cultural pressures they were under. Fans looking at Instagram or TikTok might see sunny photos, but the truth behind closed doors often tells a very different story. Even at this early stage, it's clear that their journey is far from over. The calm, curated images hide ongoing challenges that could erupt at any moment, and one unexpected twist could change the way everyone sees their story. The smiles fans love don't always reveal the struggles lurking just beneath the surface of Sumit and Jenny's life. Living with in-laws in India was supposed to be a joyful milestone for Sumit and Jenny, but the reality proved far more complicated. After years of independence, Jenny suddenly found her daily routines closely observed, with subtle rules about what to wear, when to pray, and how to interact around the house. Even small decisions became loaded, turning ordinary choices into moments of tension. Sumit, caught between his wife's desire for autonomy and his parents' expectations, often appeared trapped, trying to mediate without causing offense. Loyalty and compromise became daily exercises, testing both partners in ways that weren't obvious to fans scrolling through social media. Jenny's struggle wasn't just about household rules, it was a deeper psychological conflict. After years of carving out a life on her own, she faced the difficult task of adapting to a system built on tradition and hierarchy. The generational gap between her and her in-laws added an extra layer of friction. At times, the difference in cultural expectations seemed small, like how to celebrate a holiday, but these tiny tensions accumulated, creating stress that wasn't always visible on camera. Sumit's position was equally challenging. His love for Jenny was unwavering, but his loyalty to his parents forced him into situations where compromise sometimes felt like sacrifice. The emotional labor required to maintain harmony is subtle but immense. Jenny often expressed the desire to reclaim some of her personal freedom, while still respecting the family that had initially resisted her. Every interaction became a negotiation between identity and duty, freedom and respect, love and obligation. Fans may see the couple smiling for posts, but behind the camera, the stakes were high. Each compromise tested boundaries, each agreement required careful thought, and each disagreement carried the potential for larger fallout. Just when it seemed like they might find a rhythm, something unexpected hit. Rumors about financial strain and potential complications with the network began circulating. Could their stability at home be under threat from forces beyond the family drama? Fans were left wondering whether the challenges were purely personal or if external pressures from contracts, show demands, and money matters would suddenly force the couple into a new kind of crisis. The couple's social media, which had once portrayed a serene, happy life, now began to show small hints of tension. Comments, replies, and subtle captions suggested that not everything was as perfect as it appeared. Sumit's rare public reflections hinted at worry, and Jenny's occasional posts conveyed the stress of navigating two very different worlds at once. Balancing the expectations of the family, the pressures of cultural assimilation, and the unseen forces of reality TV contracts created an emotional pressure cooker, where any spark could ignite significant drama. Even for viewers who believed the couple had achieved a steady equilibrium, the undercurrent of challenges remained palpable. Every smile posted online was tempered by the reality of these hidden pressures, proving that even the most seemingly harmonious relationships have battles fought behind closed doors. Financial complications and potential network disputes could shake the foundation of what fans think they know about Sumit and Jenny's life. Despite being one of the franchise's most recognizable couples, Sumit and Jenny haven't seen the 90-day Fiance cameras return in recent seasons. Producers thrive on tension, and happily married couples rarely make for high-octane television. Conflict drives ratings, and drama keeps viewers hooked, which may explain why a couple quietly navigating life together, with smiles and routine celebrations, might not capture the same spotlight. Audiences, too, have shown signs of fatigue. Long-running spin-offs have recycled familiar faces and predictable storylines, leaving viewers craving fresh tension and unexpected twists. The contrast between couples who fabricate arguments for airtime and Sumit and Jenny's genuine updates is striking. Other stars have been known to exaggerate fights, cry on cue, or stage conflicts to stay relevant. Sumit and Jenny, in contrast, continued posting honest glimpses of their life, showing quiet celebrations, family moments, and subtle reflections on their challenges. Their authenticity has endeared them to fans, but may paradoxically make them less appealing to producers seeking theatrical tension. Fans have been watching closely. Instagram comments speculate about everything from potential spin-offs to hidden struggles behind the posts. A few astute viewers noticed how Sumit's replies to certain fan messages hinted at ongoing negotiations with the network. Some followers interpreted Jenny's occasional stressed expressions in photos as subtle signs of tension, even while the captions suggested happiness. The interaction between social media transparency and audience speculation has created a unique dynamic, where fans feel deeply connected to the couple but also constantly search for clues about future drama. But fans spotted something strange on their recent post. A comment thread about a festival celebration showed unusual engagement from the couple, sparking rumors about contract talks and even potential relocation plans. The details were subtle, easily overlooked by casual scrollers, but loyal followers immediately picked up on them. Could this hint at a return to the franchise, or perhaps a brand new spin-off tailored around their cross-cultural experience? What's clear is that Sumit and Jenny's story exists in a tension between authenticity and entertainment. Their honesty appeals to fans, but reality TV thrives on conflict. Social media has amplified this tension, allowing followers to peek behind the curated scenes and speculate on what might happen next. Each post becomes a breadcrumb, a potential clue for drama that could or could not appear on screen. Fans are buzzing about possible spin-offs and shocking updates that could finally bring Sumit and Jenny back into the 90-day Fiance spotlight. Jenny's journey in India has never been simple, and the move into Sumit's family home added layers she hadn't anticipated. After years of independence, suddenly every choice, from how she dressed to when she prayed, became a potential point of tension. Cultural expectations, combined with generational differences, created an environment where even small disagreements carried emotional weight. Jenny often expressed the difficulty of reconciling her own routines and sense of freedom with the traditions and rules of a household that was welcoming, yet closely guided by custom. She wanted to honor her in-laws, but each day brought a reminder of how much personal space she had ceded. For Sumit, the pressure was equally real. Caught between loyalty to his wife and respect for his parents, he frequently found himself mediating situations that could have escalated into conflict. Emotional balance became a careful dance, requiring him to read both his wife's mood and his parents' expectations. It's a level of psychological work that fans rarely see on camera, but it influences every decision they make together. Jenny's frustration sometimes bubbled over in small ways, a sigh here, a subtle glance there, which fans who know her personality immediately recognized as a signal of deeper tension. Adapting to these expectations hasn't been purely negative. Jenny's reflections show a mix of frustration and gratitude. She acknowledges that being accepted by Sumit's family was a milestone, one that had once seemed impossible. That acceptance, however, came with compromises, and each compromise weighed on her independence. The emotional impact is complex. Love and respect for family, loyalty to a spouse, and a yearning for personal autonomy all compete in the same space. Even as she celebrated milestones like festivals and birthdays, the underlying stress never fully disappeared. Fans can see her smiles online, but the subtleties in her captions and interactions hint at ongoing adjustment and quiet endurance. The long-term effects of this cross-cultural balancing act are significant. Over time, living with in-laws in such close quarters could influence how the couple communicates, makes decisions, and negotiates personal priorities. Jenny's journey shows that assimilation isn't just about learning a new culture, it's about integrating two worlds in a way that preserves individuality while honoring collective expectations. The emotional labor required to maintain this balance is constant and often invisible, but it shapes the very foundation of their marriage. Just when it seems like they might find a steady rhythm, small cracks appear. Differences in daily routines, unspoken expectations, and minor disagreements can quickly escalate into bigger discussions. Each moment carries the potential to strain even the strongest relationships, and fans watching closely have already spotted the subtle signs. Questions arise. Will Jenny's frustration ever push the limits of patience? Can Sumit continue to balance his obligations to his wife and his family without compromising either? The tension isn't dramatic for television cameras, but for the couple living it every day, the stakes feel enormous. Their social media presence continues to act as a bridge between their private struggles and fan speculation. Followers notice pauses in posting, subtle captions, or delayed responses to comments, interpreting these as hints of ongoing challenges. These small signals feed curiosity and worry, making each update a potential window into the real-life emotional dynamics that reality TV often glosses over. Even as fans cheer them on, there's a growing sense that the balance they've achieved may be fragile, and one unexpected event could ripple through the household. A cultural and emotional clash could emerge at any moment, testing both loyalty and love in ways fans haven't yet seen. Fans have been buzzing nonstop about Sumit and Jenny, dissecting every social media post, comment, and photo for clues about what's coming next. Questions swirl around their future with 90 Day Fiance. Will TLC recast them, or are they truly done with reality TV? Longtime followers have pointed out the subtle hints in their recent updates, from festival posts to quiet captions about family life, interpreting them as teases of a potential return. Every new photo becomes a conversation starter, sparking debates across Instagram threads and fan forums. Some speculate about a spin-off focused on cross-cultural family dynamics, while others wonder if the couple is simply content living off-camera. Fan theories range from the plausible to the wild. Some viewers suggest that Sumit's casual comments about network negotiations could signal an upcoming contract reveal. Others believe that Jenny's expressions in certain photos hint at underlying tensions that might eventually create the drama producers crave. Fans who have followed the couple since their 2019 debut analyze patterns and interactions, noting that even small gestures, like the way they engage with family during festivals, might be foreshadowing bigger updates. It's a mix of hope, curiosity, and a little paranoia, as viewers try to predict what will happen before any official word comes from the couple or the network. Comments section debates are particularly intense. One fan asks, "Do you think TLC should recast them?" Another responds, "They are too happy for TV drama. They need conflict to make it interesting." Yet others defend the couple, saying audiences crave authenticity after years of manufactured fights. These conversations highlight a central tension in reality TV. Viewers are invested in personalities, but producers prioritize conflict. Sumit and Jenny's story sits right in the middle of that divide, beloved by fans for their honesty, but overlooked by the franchise for their lack of explosive drama. Social media has also fueled curiosity about what the couple might do next. Recent engagement trends show followers closely tracking interactions, interpreting delayed responses or subtle emojis as signals of hidden developments. There's even speculation that their quiet approach could be a strategic choice, allowing them to negotiate behind the scenes or test fan interest without committing to a return. Every story, every comment, every photo becomes a puzzle piece that fans try to assemble into a coherent picture of the couple's next move. Just when it seems like the speculation might die down, new hints appear. A cryptic Instagram reply from Sumit raised eyebrows among followers, who immediately began dissecting the timing, wording, and context. The online chatter reached a fever pitch, with fans sharing screenshots, debating interpretations, and predicting spin offs. Whether it's a genuine tease or simply playful engagement, the reaction shows how invested viewers are in Sumit and Jenny's journey. Fan theories and curiosity could shape the couple's next steps, influencing everything from social media posts to potential reality TV comebacks. Over the years, 90 Day Fiance has built an empire of spin offs, but even the most loyal fans have started noticing a pattern. The same faces cycle through season after season, the same arguments replayed with minor tweaks, and drama that once felt thrilling now lands as predictable. Happily Ever After has often felt like a rerun marathon. Breakups, makeups, jealousy, tears, repeat. The emotional stakes on paper are high, but the delivery has lost its punch. Fans scroll past familiar storylines, craving something new, something that makes them gasp instead of yawn. In contrast, The Other Way shakes up the formula. New couples, fresh locations, and the added layer of Americans navigating life abroad injects a sense of unpredictability. Each episode carries a question mark. Will cultural misunderstandings explode into conflict, or will they adapt and survive? Viewers are drawn to the suspense, the unfamiliarity, and the authenticity that reality TV is supposed to capture. Unlike some returning couples whose arcs feel pre-written, these new stories offer surprises, awkward moments, and genuine emotional beats that feel unscripted. The network's priorities are also on full display. Producers are clearly chasing conflict, picking and choosing which stories will generate the highest ratings rather than which are most real. Couples like Sumit and Jenny, who maintain happy, low-drama marriages, don't fit that template. Their updates are wholesome, their lives on social media engaging but calm, which ironically makes them less appealing to executives hungry for conflict-driven content. The result is a franchise where audience fatigue is inevitable. Viewers want drama, but they want it to feel believable and new, not recycled from seasons past. Despite the fatigue, there's humor in noticing these patterns. The same arguments over living arrangements, minor cultural clashes, or misunderstandings are dressed up in cinematic shots, dramatic music, and cliffhangers. Yet seasoned fans can spot the repetition from a mile away. The franchise has become a cycle, and while it's entertaining, it no longer surprises in the way it once did. It's almost comical to see the network chase manufactured tension while genuine stories of love and adaptation, like Sumit and Jenny's, quietly flourish off camera. Next time, we'll look at another couple whose shocking updates have fans questioning everything they thought they knew. Sumit and Jenny's story is one of resilience, love, and quiet triumph. From the very beginning, they faced obstacles that would have unraveled many couples: cross-cultural differences, parental disapproval, and the constant glare of reality TV cameras. Yet through it all, they managed to carve out a life together in India, marrying in secret and gradually earning the acceptance of Sumit's parents. Their journey shows that love doesn't always need drama to survive. Sometimes, patience, respect, and commitment are the most powerful forces in a relationship. Jenny's struggle with independence and living under her in-law's roof highlights the subtle emotional labor often invisible to fans. Every choice she makes, balancing respect for cultural traditions while preserving her own identity, speaks to the complexity of relationships shaped by family and society. Sumit's navigation between loyalty to his parents and devotion to Jenny adds another layer, illustrating the compromises that sustain cross-cultural marriages. Their story isn't loud or sensational, but it's deeply human, and it resonates with anyone who has had to negotiate love under pressure. Even as they celebrate milestones and share joyful moments on social media, unresolved questions linger. Are financial concerns putting extra stress on their plans? How much influence do lingering network contracts have on their ability to reappear on television? Could a spin-off actually happen, Or are they content remaining off camera? These unknowns keep fans guessing, because in the world of reality TV, the calmest couples can harbor the most intriguing stories behind the scenes. What makes Sumit and Jenny compelling is that they don't chase manufactured drama. Their honesty, steadiness, and genuine happiness stand in contrast to the conflicts often highlighted in spin offs. Fans can learn from their approach. Loyalty, patience, and thoughtful communication can be as captivating as any explosive plot twist. While the cameras may not always follow, the narrative of their growth and the lessons embedded in their journey linger far longer than staged arguments. As the chapter on Sumit and Jenny closes, viewers are left both satisfied and curious. Their story exemplifies love weathering cultural friction and media pressures, yet it hints at the possibilities of future twists, whether financial, familial, or television related. Fans are invited to stay tuned because the next couple stepping into the spotlight promises chaos, surprises, and drama that could eclipse even the most talked about moments from past seasons. Get ready for the next episode, where reality TV throws another fan favorite into unexpected turmoil, leaving everyone questioning what's real and what's showmanship.